want to introduce to you military veteran and criminal defense attorney, Chad West.
What a good crew today. You guys look great. Beautiful weather in a historic plaza. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. It is also a historic day because just last week there was a CNN article, a new poll that came out that said more people than ever across the United States are in support of legalization of marijuana in some form. It's the most that's ever happened. It's in the, if I remember correctly, in the upper 70%. And that doesn't mean full legalization, that means legalization in some form, but that is a huge step for the movement. And that just shows you that hearts and minds are changing, and what you guys are doing here in the grassroots movement is actually making a really big difference. So, Cite and Release. Dallas, the city of Dallas has passed Cite and Release. It takes place and starts on December 1st, a little bit later than we had hoped, but it's at least going to happen. Critics are arguing it's not enough, and I agree it's not enough, but at least it is a first step. And what does Cite and Release mean? Cite and Release means that if you are arrested in the city of Dallas, now that's in the city, not necessarily, we'll talk about Dallas County and what that means, but if you're arrested in the city limits of Dallas with 4 ounces or less of marijuana starting December 1st, you can be given a summons basically to show up at court at a given time in the next couple of weeks, released, and then you are going to have to show up. You're going to appear in the courthouse here in Dallas County. You're still going to have to go through the whole procedure in Dallas County, but you won't get picked up and arrested. You won't go to jail overnight. You won't risk losing your job because you're going to miss work the next day. So I would argue that it's a positive thing for my clients who have lost their jobs or had a risk of losing their job or have the embarrassment of saying, hey, I can't make it to work on time because I've got to bond out for this stupid offense. I think it's a positive step in the right direction. Is it enough? No, it's not enough. Because if you are arrested in Dallas County, but it's not the city of Dallas, let's just say it's right over the edge of city of Dallas in Grand Prairie, for example, it's not enforceable over there. You will still be arrested, even if you're in Dallas County, if you're outside the city limits. Now, my concern with that is there's going to be confusion amongst people, because a lot of folks don't know. I mean, I don't know where the city limits are, you know, when you're crossing a particular road or not. I suspect many of you don't either. And that's a huge circle around the city of Dallas, where Dallas County stretches out amongst the other cities. And so I would be really concerned about that if I were you, if you live on some of the border towns. Now, what can you do about that? You know, one of my complaints about NORML, and I'm a lifetime member of NORML. I love this organization. I think Sean and his board have done an incredibly amazing job. But one of my complaints about the grassroots organization in general, and I've said it since I first joined the organization, is you guys are the true believers. You guys are on the grassroots. You're on the ground floor. This organization has a really hard time of appealing to the conservatives, to the folks who are on the opposite side of the wheelhouse. I've advocated for marijuana reform in the state legislature, and frankly, it's a turnoff to them when we have a group that comes up there sometimes that are, that they're just so pro they can't see the other side. And I'm with you. I'm 100% with you for legalization. But what I want to encourage you to take with you today, if nothing else from me, is think about how you can appeal to the person on the completely opposite spectrum of the political world. The person who is the ultimate conservative. You probably won't reach him, but how do you reach the person who's halfway there? And you do that in a couple of ways. It's not yelling at them about how you want to legalize marijuana. We want that. I get that. But the right way to do it, the way to sway the hearts and minds with these folks, is to talk about how they're going to save money, how they are going to increase enforcement amongst police officers. So let me tie that all into my original Cite and Release talk. Cite and Release, the argument in favor of Cite and Release, which I agree with, is that is going to open up police officers' time to be able to go out there and really enforce the really hard criminal offenses that are out there, the real problems that are out there, not 4 ounces of marijuana or less, right? It's going to free up their time, and it's going to put the booking part and all that on the county and the courthouse. By increasing cite and release across the state, by increasing it into to the more conservative cities outside of the city of Dallas,